never has been, because he is who he says he is, and he will do what he says he will do, right? And there's moments in our lives where maybe we do need a little bit of extra faith. Maybe we need an increase in that faith, and it's okay to ask him. We see that in Luke 17, 5 and 6. The apostles said to the Lord, "Increase our faith." He replied, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, and you can say to this mulberry tree, 'Be uprooted and be planted in the sea,' it will obey you." It will obey you. That's how powerful our faith is. And following faith are blessings that we get to walk in. And one of those is experiencing his peace as we go through these situations. As we step out in faith, we get to experience his peace that surpasses all understanding. And it reminds me of a season a while back where I was going through. My daughter was going to school, and I volunteered. I raised my hand to be a chaperone at her field trip. And I thought, I'm going to take the day off work, and I'm going to chaperone because I want to be there. And while she's little, I want her to remember these days, that I was there, that I'm on field trips, and that she matters, she cares, she's important. And so the day comes, and I wake up, and I'm not feeling so hot. I really don't feel good at all, and I'm thinking, I have to go. I have to do this for her. It's one of those things that I pushed myself to do because I'm her mom, and I want her to remember those times of me being there. So I get up, and we go to the field trip. We go watch the play with her class, and then I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord, I made it. Through the whole time I'm sitting there thinking, I'm going to pass out. Like, there's something, I don't feel good. But I make it through the field trip. And then her best friends are there, and the mom comes over and says, "Lillian, would you like to join us for lunch? We're going to go to Chick-fil-A." And she's excited. "Yeah, I want to go. Mommy, can we go?" And I'm like, oh, I made it this far. I made it through. I'm gonna press forward. I
told her not to go.
It's true. She did. But I was doing it for my daughter. So we go to Chick-fil-A, and we go have lunch, and I'm feeling like really thirsty and really dehydrated and just not so hot. But I make it through the lunch. And so as we leave, we say goodbye to her friends, and I go over to my husband's truck, which I was driving that day, and I open it up, and it's a big truck, and I put her behind me. She's in a car seat. So I fasten her in the car seat, and then I close her door, and I get in myself, and I stick the keys in the ignition, and I passed out. The next thing I know, I come to, and I hear ding, 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 ding. My husband's truck has a safety feature on it because I hadn't buckled myself in. The ringing is what I heard, letting me know to buckle up. And so I knew at that point, I can't drive. I've got my daughter in the car. Something seriously wrong. So I called her up because she's right down the street. My husband's at work, which is several miles away. My mom's at work, which is several miles away. And I called her up and I said, "Something is wrong. I need you. I need your help." And she rushes there. She's there within minutes. I'm not sure if I told my mom and my husband or if she did, but at some point they knew. She picked us up and she rushes us to the hospital. And at this point, I come in, I'm super weak, I have no energy. And I walk in and they're like, "Oh, you don't look so good." I'm green at that point. And they put me in a wheelchair and they take me back. And I just felt at that point the peace of God come over me, not knowing entirely what was wrong, but I just felt like I was going to be okay. Whatever happens here, whatever's going on, I'm going to be okay. So they check me out, get me in a hospital room, and find out that I had an ectopic pregnancy, and it burst inside of me. And so if anybody's experienced with that, it can be deadly if you wait too long. And so I'm in the hospital bed. She prays with me, and I just know, in my heart, I know that I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be all right. He's going to be with me. We're going to go through surgery, and I'm going to make a full recovery. It's going to be okay. And that's what the peace of God does. And sure enough, I went through. He brought beautiful friends, my husband, my mom, everybody that helped me to get through as I physically healed. And then he worked his emotional healing inside of me. And I made a full recovery through that.